This title is narrated with virtual voice, computer-generated narration for audiobooks. The Mary Brown Series, Books 1 to 3, by Bernice Bloom. Dear readers, hello, a warm welcome to the wonderful world of Mary Brown. This is the first box set of novels about a gorgeous new heroine. Mary gets herself into the most extraordinary of situations, meets the most outrageous people, and has the best fun. Mary is like everyone who has ever tried to lose weight. This novel is funny and remarkably tender. I hope you enjoy the adventure. Bernice 30. What are people saying? This is one memorable book with many relatable and realistic characters. Mary Brown is just wonderful, and I challenge you to read this and not be amused by the book. I am so looking forward to reading anything else that Bernice Bloom writes. Bernice has a wonderful way with words and incorporates so much into a few pages. The books make you think about your own issues, or of those you see around you. A wonderful pick-you-up, feel-good read. I had to stifle giggles on more than one occasion. It is the first book in a long time that had me laugh out loud. What's up, Mary Brown? Book 1. Meeting Mary. For the love of all that is holy, what was I doing? It was pouring down with rain on a miserable Thursday evening, as I stood alone in the semi-darkness, sheltering under a tree outside a run-down community center in one of the less salubrious parts of Surrey. Icy cold raindrops rolled across the leaves on the branches above me before dripping onto the top of my neck and crawling slowly down my back. And all because I was fat. Sorry, I should explain. I was waiting to go in for my first night at Fat Club. Not that they called it Fat Club, of course. Fat Club was my special name. The course for overweight people was concealed behind a title that made it sound like a jolly feature in a women's magazine. 6 weeks to a new you. A battered sign hung off the railing beside me, urging people to register for the hugely successful 6-week course. You won't regret it, the sign promised. Oh God. I didn't want to go in, of course. Who would? If your choice was to spend the evening in the pub having a few glasses of wine with your mates, or sit around with fat people, crying about how enormous you all are, which one would you choose? That's right. You'd be on your third glass of Sauvignon by now, wouldn't you? But here I was. I had managed to drag my large bottom off the sagging sofa and made it to the venue on time. And I'd done this despite a large pizza and a bottle of wine beckoning me, siren-like, from the fridge in my warm and cozy flat. What made me come in the end was the realization that I needed to lose weight and couldn't do it alone. I tend to joke around a lot and do a lot of very silly things, but my weight was out of control. I know we all eat too much, but I have some days when I don't stop eating. It's like I'm after an award from the Guinness Book of Records. And the award for the greatest number of salty snacks eaten in one sitting goes to Mary Brown, a lady who ate 40 times as many treats as her nearest competitor. Well done, Mary. Do you want to waddle up to the stage and collect your award? It's made from potato. Now all I had to do was force myself to go inside. I walked towards the door, stumbling on exposed roots and slipping on soggy leaves in the semi-darkness. The broken street light directly outside the center made the experience particularly dismal. I felt around for the cold, wet handle. Finally, I found it, and the door creaked as I turned it. It was like I was in some low-budget 1950s horror film. Inside, things were considerably brighter. In fact, the fluorescent lighting strips were so overpowering, you could have performed major heart surgery in there. I narrowed my eyes, squinting as I adjusted to the brightness, like a small woodland creature coming up from its burrow into daylight. Hello, welcome, 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 said a woman with a broad, smiling face and ears that stuck out through a plethora of unruly curls. She introduced herself as Liz, explaining that she was the course tutor. She reached out a surprisingly large hand and pulled me into her, hugging me warmly. Sorry if my outfit's a bit bright, I love colorful clothes.
To keep listening to this audiobook for free, click the link in the description. It will take you to a free Audible trial where you can listen to this and many other books for free for 30 days.